literacy skills for almost everything that we do. And Braille is literacy. Don't ever forget that. What you have accomplished in this class will change your lives. Many people think of Braille, when you mention Braille, they think of someone reading volumes of material, and not as a simple way to label and keep track of everyday life. As you all know, after taking this class, you don't have to be a Braille speed reader or even use contractions to have Braille improve your personal or professional life. In your home, you can use Braille to label your appliances, your music collections, your storage items. The list is almost endless. You can play games that are Braille labeled. Any poker, Scrabble players in the room? I'm sure we have a few. You can Braille cookbooks. You can Braille your favorite recipes. You can use a note taker at school or meetings. If you're attending a long, boring meeting or listening to someone who goes on and on, like myself, you can sneak a peek. You can sneak a peek at the time and no one will even know. Try to do that with a talking watch. Huh? Above all, Braille literacy is not just a tool to help people function. It can bring much joy to your life as well. The concept of reading Braille for fun is a thing that not everyone is aware of. It's amazing how that orderly line of words can convey ideas, emotions, and take you, the reader, on his or her own individual journey. Whether your tastes lie in classical literature, poetry, biographies, religious texts, self-help guides, or even spicy romance novels, there's something out there to capture your curiosity and imagination. So step away once in a while from your Victor reader, your tablet, your computer, ditch the headphones, crack open a Braille book or a magazine and kind of replenish your brain. You'll find that Braille reading and writing provides a significant number of other benefits as well. Mental stimulation. Just like any muscle in the body, the brain requires exercise to keep it strong. So the phrase use it or lose it is particularly apt when it comes to your mind. Stress reduction. No matter how much stress you experience in your life, whether it's personal relationships or countless other issues that you face every day, it all just slips away when you lose yourself in a great story. Knowledge. Everything you read fills your head with new bits of information. And you never know when that might come in handy. The more knowledge you have, the better equipped you are to tackle any challenge that you'll ever face or that may lie ahead. Vocabulary expansion. The more you read, the more words you gain exposure to. And they'll inevitably make it into your everyday vocabulary. Being articulate and well-spoken is a great help in any profession. And knowing that you can speak comfortably to others with confidence can be an enormous boost to your own self-confidence and self-esteem. Memory improvement. When you read a book, you have to remember all kinds of characters, their backgrounds, subplots, and you have to weave all that together. And amazingly enough, every new memory you create forges a new brain pathway and strengthens existing ones, which boosts your short-term memory. So how cool is that? Stronger thinking skills. And I'm sure some of you have done this. Have you ever read a mystery and you solve the mystery before you finish the story? If so, you are able to put critical and analytical thinking to work by taking note of all those details and sorting it all out and determining who did it. Improved focus and concentration is another big plus that you'll get from reading. When you read a book, all of your attention is focused on that story. And that's not always the case when you're listening to audiobooks. You're doing a million other things. But when you read that book, the rest of the world just falls away. And you can immerse yourself in every fine detail that you're absorbing. Better writing skills. This goes hand in hand with the expansion of your vocabulary. Exposure to well-written material has a noted effect on one's writing. And in the same way that musicians and painters kind of build their skill on the skills of others, and they're influenced by one another, so do writers improve their craft by reading the work of others. So keep reading. Read good material. Tranquility. In addition to the relaxation that accompanies reading a good book, it's possible that the subject you read can bring you great peace and tranquility. And you know, studies have shown that reading a peaceful, tranquil book can actually lower your blood pressure and bring about a real sense of calm. Lastly, and most importantly, is power. Braille literacy is equal to print literacy. And literacy gives you the power to change and improve your life. Remember earlier, and I know you may not remember now because we had a long break, but remember earlier when I was talking about that school in Paris and I mentioned the strong resistance that the blind students at the Institute faced when they attempted to learn Louis Braille's new 6-dot code way back in 1824? What do you think drove that attack on that code? Why the school did not want to offer it? Well, I'll tell you, it turns out that the Paris Institute for the Blind made money by selling the handmade crafts that the students produced. And officials at the school feared, and this is really something, they feared that if the students learned Braille, became Braille literate, they would become far too independent, and the school would lose this source of income. That is the power of Braille literacy. There is no substitute